Students, welcome in Babita Science tutorial. Today I will start a new chapter of class 10th NCERT Science, that is a life process, and this chapter belongs to your biology chapter and chapter number is 6. Okay students, first of all I would like to define the life process. What is the life processes? Okay, then life means life, okay, and process means in which any system will do the work in the very manually. If any system can do the work, that is called the processes. But actually, what is the life process? If anyone asks to you in the biology terms what is the life processes, then the basic functions performed by living organisms to maintain their life on the earth are called the life processes. Okay student, that is the definition of the life process. Now let's proceed to this line from here. This one is your first paragraph. Okay, how do we tell the difference between what is alive and what is not alive? Okay students, then in this paragraph, if we read this paragraph, they want to say about the alive or not alive. Then students say alive means or having life. Okay, or in Hindi we can say that jivit or jinda. No, and not alive means which is not alive. Okay, which has a no life, that is called the not alive. Okay, if we will see the dog is running, cow is chewing curd, okay, and man shouting loudly on the street, we know that these are the living beings. Then living beings means what students here? Living beings means which can show the movement. Okay, living beings means which can show the movement here. Then here written here, if the dog or the cow or the man were asleep, okay, then we would still think that they were alive. Okay, now but how did we know that? We see them breathing. Okay students, first of all, here you will see here before the breathing, this paragraph, then they want to say that if the organism shows the movement, then we can say that this person is alive, or we can see that the most important criterion to decide whether something is alive or not is the movement only. The movement can shows that this person is alive. Okay, now here they are telling about the breathing here. Okay, breathing means intake of oxygen and removing of the carbon dioxide. No, so we know that they are alive. If any organisms are doing breathing, then we can easily say that they are alive. But what about the plants? Okay, how do we know that they are alive? Now, how we decide that the plants are alive? Actually, plants are also comes under the living thing. Okay, then when we see the plants, then plants is green in color. Okay, green in color, and plants have leaves. Okay, then they grow over time, they can grow also, and so we know that they are alive. Some will say. In other words, we tend to think of some sort of the movement, either growth related or not. Okay. Then in the plant, uh, wait a minute. First of all, we will complete this line here as common evidence for being alive. Now, I told you earlier also the movement in the body can shows the it's a proof that it's a common evidence for being alive evidence means the proof here. When movement is the proof here that this organism is alive here. But plant is not visible growing is still alive, but plant cannot show a visible growing means visible when the plant will grow, then you will not see this growth of the plant. Okay, then we can say that growing of the plant is not a visible, it is your invisible, but we can still say that the plants are alive. And some animals can breathe without visible movement. Yes, animals can also breathe, but we cannot be see the visible movement of the breath of the animals, but will still be considered animals are alive. Then here we can say that the movement is not a best criteria. Okay, on the basis, or we can say that on the basis of the movement we cannot say that this person is alive. Okay, because here it is also written that without visible movement, okay, some animals can breathe. Okay, there are lots of point in here which can describe that this person is alive, like a movement, like a breathing, like a respirations, excretions. On the basis of these all points, then we can say that this person's or this organism is alive here. Now, so using visible movements as a defining characteristic of life is not enough. I told you, I already explained about this line, that only visible movement is not the defining characteristic of the life. Okay, is not enough, because for the we can say that this organism is alive if this organism can shows all each and everything, like movement, reproductions, respiration, transport, other all these things. Then on the basis of this one we can say that this organism is alive here. Okay, and here the plant can shows each and everything. It is grow also, it will show the green in color also, it will means it will give the foods also. Okay, then plants can only move parts of their body. No, students, plant can show or move the parts of their body such as the leaves, flower, shoots and roots. Okay, if the plants move towards a stimulus such as the sunlight, gravity or water, etc., so on the basis of this one we can say that plant is alive. Okay, so these are the points. On the basis of this one we can say that the plant is alive. Now move to the second paragraph. Here I hope this paragraph is clear to you. Now here this one paragraph, movement over a small scale will be invisible to the naked eye. Movement of molecules. Okay, now movement of a molecules is so invisible that we cannot be see the movement of the molecules. Okay, then some organisms moves very fast and some organisms moves very slow. Then fast movement we can see very easily, but a slow movement which is invisible to the naked eye, okay, is only the movement of the molecules. Okay, students, now you know that all the organisms are made up of cells. All the organisms are made up of what, students, here? Cells. Okay, and the cells themselves are made up of the very small particles, that is called the molecules. The cells is also made up of very small particles, that is called the molecules, and the movement of the molecules are so small that which are very invisible to the naked eye. Okay, if we will ask to about the biologist, professional biologist, they will say yes. Okay, what means movement of the molecule, is it necessary? Is this invisible molecular movement necessary for life? Then yes, we can say that yes. Okay, in fact, if we are talking about the virus, okay, viruses comes under the living things and the non-living things. Okay, and they can show the molecular movements, okay, when it will goes inside the living body. Okay, but It comes under the borderline virus is alive or not. Okay, because it is a non-living thing. It is a non-living thing outside the environment, but it will goes when it will goes inside the human body, then it will shows the living. Okay, living, or it will shows the alive in the host body. Then we can see that that here molecules, movement of the molecules is a very necessary for the body, necessary for our body or in our life. Okay students, they in this paragraph they are talking about the movement of the body. A movement of the molecules in our body is a very necessary, but here exceptional cases is given here about the viruses. Now in the third paragraph, why are the molecular movement needed for our life? Question is, if molecular movement is needed for the life, then why is it necessary? Okay, question is coming here that we have seen in the earlier classes that living organisms well organized structures. Yes, because living organisms are made up of a cells, and cells are made up of a, what students here, cells are made up of a molecules. They can have a tissues have a cells, and cells have a smaller component in them. Then students, you will see here have a tissues have a cells. Then you know that cells, group of the cells makes a, what students here, tissue. Group of cells makes a tissues, and tissues makes a organ, and organs makes a organ system, and organ system makes a organisms. Okay, that is the process in a living organism. Now see here, uh, have a tissues, and tissues have a cells. Then cells have a smaller component in them, and so on. Because of effects of the environment, yes, because of the effects of the environment, what happens sometimes, some molecules or some cells are break down. Okay, when the cells are break down, then organisms will no longer be alive. Okay, then so we can say that we can say living creatures must keep repairing and maintaining their structures. Then we can say that the living creatures must keep repairing and maintaining their structures. Okay, since all these structures are made up of a molecule, they must move molecules around all the time. That's why we can say that movement of the molecules is a very necessary. Okay, if the molecules, if the movement of the molecules are not move here, then or we cannot say that this organism is a alive. Okay, and due to the effect of the environment, sometimes it will be break. Then living creatures must be keep repairing and maintaining their structures by taking the healthy food and by taking the balanced diet food. Okay student, then this is all about in this paragraph. In the first paragraph they are talking about the movement, and in the second paragraph they are talking about the movement of a molecules, and in the third paragraph they are talking about the tissues and cells and the or maintaining their structures. Okay, living creatures must keep repairing and maintaining their structure. How they will maintain? By taking the healthy food. Then in this way organisms can maintain their life. Then in students, in this video I will explain you only this much. Okay, and in the next video I will explain you water life process. Water life process. You can read this chapter, and you can read this paragraph nicely. I will till then bye. If you have any kind of the problem, then comment in my comment box. Till then bye, have a nice day.